I'm Lowood, and I'm the wrestling coach from the Snake Pit in Wigan, which is very, very famous. It's produced a lot of famous wrestlers. My coach was Billy Riley, and he coached Billy Robinson and Carl Gotch and all the best wrestlers. And I've carried it on since Billy Riley died. When Billy Riley was alive, he retired and I started coaching for him, and we've just carried it on. And we always wrestled as the amateur wrestling for a long, long time. We wrestled in the amateurs, and my ambition was always to go to the Olympics. And in London, I went to the Olympics as the national coach for Guam, which an island in the Pacific. So I've done everything I wanted to do in wrestling. I've taught thousands of British champions and amateur champions. And then the style of wrestling, what was done in Wigan, was called catch as catch can, which was famous for Wigan. And the Japanese came for me when I was 51 and asked me did I remember any Japanese. So they came over with a contract on to sign. So I went to a place called Machida, where I coached wrestling in Machida. And then I wrestled at Yokohama Arena for them. And they said I'll come back, but I won't come back as a wrestler. I'll come back as a coach. So I've been many times coaching wrestling in Japan. Catch as catch can. So they were the first people that wanted to know the old Wigan style of wrestling. And since then, I have started teaching catch as catch can in Wigan, and it is spread. Now there are snake pits everywhere. I'm coaching a boy now who's going to Australia. He went over to live in Australia and he won the Western Australian Championship. So he's freestyle, amateur style. But now I think when he goes back, maybe he will start a catch as catch can club in Australia. So we have got them everywhere. And the people that wrestle today, Adam from Canada, he came to train with us, with a girl called Brooklyn. I think she has also won the Canadian Championship at freestyle. So we have a long history in Wigan for coaching both freestyle and catch as catch can. But it is Wigan what started the rules as catch as catch can. That's where it has all come from. Catch as catch can, because it was a gentleman's sport what came from the old miners in Wigan. And if they had a dispute with somebody, they'd have this wrestling match. And there was unwritten rules. You don't put your finger in your eye, you don't pull the rear, it was either a fall or a submission. There was no strangling, because it's not gentlemanly and it's dangerous. So they banned strangling, but everything else is allowed. No bending fingers, because it's just not done. There was unwritten rules, which I am now carrying forward, which has been short today, which is very, very good. I got into the sport because I just walked into the gym one day as a young 15-year-old boy, and I sat in the corner and there's a dozen professional wrestlers there, catch wrestlers. And then I went again the week after, the Sunday morning, and I sat there again. And Billy Riley, the coach, he said, if you want to keep coming here, you'll have to bring some trainers and a t-shirt and wrestle next time. And Billy Riley, he went to Johannesburg in South Australia, I think in 1920 something, and he won the World Championship. And I think it took him 2 or 3 months to get there on a boat. But it's very, very famous in Wigan, catch as can wrestling. Now, a lot of the art part is done because we have got it here in LA, we have got it in Canada, we have got it in Japan, and everybody is accepted that catch as catch can is the best type of wrestling. It's what the old Olympics was formed from. We formed the old Olympics from catch as